How's everybody out there doing? This is Brandon Rice coming back to you with a new season of Mr. Rice Speaks. Now, I know I kind of abruptly fell off the face of the earth last earlier in the year, but I just want you guys to know it was all for good reason. I had gotten unfocused, had gotten so focused on doing some of my media things that I began to neglect some of my core business things that were actually supporting my lifestyle and giving me the ability to be able to do videos and to share information with you. So I had to take some time, reassess my plans, get it back on track, on pace for success. And that's why I'm able now to come back after that time has passed. I did some traveling earlier in the summer, and now I am back. And I am ready to share some more information with you guys about the things that I've learned and the ways that I've grown just over the past 3 months. So just take a few moments to check out this video. Hope you guys really enjoy it. So one of the big things that I think has happened, and one of the ways that I've changed is I've really had to reevaluate my business and my role in the business. I've been running this healthcare business, All Care Registry, for going on 5 years now, and I think it's reached a point that it's to the point now that I am not burnt out, but I think that my time could be spent doing some more high volume, high return things, and that I should be hiring a staff to manage this business here. And so that is actually where you want to be. If you start a business, if you open a business, 5 years down the line, you want to get to the point where you're ready to hire somebody to run that business, and you can stop working in the business and start working on the business and change your role from employee to owner. Now, a lot of times we do see people when they start out their company, they speak about being the owner, but it's not the only role that we have. Every company is owned by someone or governed by someone, but the owner very seldomly makes the money. And if you're the person that is making the money and doing the work, you might be holding your business back. And what I found that in my situation, while I don't think that I was holding my business back, I think that me being in the business and being able to manage things the way that I've been able to manage them over the past few years has stymied the growth of the business. If I would have been working as the owner, there would have been some things that I would have been able to do and focus on. There would have been some things that I've been able to focus on and do a lot better from the onset, and I'd be on more developed projects instead of just getting started with some of my newer ventures. So that's one of the things that has really caused not only for me to not be able to make as many videos, but really caused me to get caught back up with the work that I was doing here, and also getting an action plan and a strategy together so that I can remove myself from the business and still get the same amount of productivity out of my business. Because like I said in the top of the video, this is my main source of income. And so when we're doing ambitious things and when we are focused on growth, we cannot forsake the things that are our bread and butter, the things that take care of us on a daily basis. If we do, we need to have a plan in line for that, to replace that income. And so for me, that's what I've been focused on it is now August the 1st, and I've been moved away from Erie. I moved out of Erie and moved back to Pittsburgh on May 18th. So it's been about a little over 60 days for me back in Pittsburgh. But in the second part of this video, I'm gonna tell you a lot about what I've done what I found that will be my next business venture, and some of the things that I had to take into consideration in order to be able to fully actualize the potential of my second venture. All right, one of the main things that's going to enable you to take a step back from your business and work as the owner of the business and not the employee of the business is systems. You need to have systems in place to run your business so that no matter which person is there operating the system, you get the same results each and every time. Now, this is not easy. This only can come with experience and from knowing your business inside and out. And so from that standpoint, you do need to spend time as an employee learning each and every job and role and function that is vital to your business's success. However, once you learn those things, you need to create a day by day, a week by week, a month by month, quarter by quarter, and of course year by year plan that someone could follow. This plan needs to include all of the details. It needs to include compliance. It needs to include customer service. It needs to include sales to be able to grow the business, billing to be able to collect the money once you actually sold your product or provided your service. All of those things need to be taken into consideration so that you're looking at your business as a whole and not missing some important pieces there in the middle. So for me, it took me a lot of time to really just shake out and see what the business climate would look like over the next few years. And I did it, and I had to make a commitment to be the owner of this business and to do what was best for the business and not just best for myself as an individual. And those are two separate things. It is very important to be able to know the difference between you as an individual, you as a civilian, and you as the owner of a company. Because what you need as an individual and what you prefer as an individual may differ and probably should differ from what you need as an entrepreneur and as the owner of a successful business. So keep that in mind. Systems are going to be vital to running your business, not only for you to operate it smoothly on a day-to-day, even while you're in the business, but once you step out of the business and hire a staff and hire a team, they're going to need a system to follow that will lead to success. In addition to systems and knowing what type of person I want to have running that system, I needed to know what I was going to do. You can't decide that you're going to replace your income or you're going to start a business and quit your job or start a second business and stop working in your first business without knowing what you're going to do on the back end. So over the last 60 days, I've really developed and strategized about what my next venture would look like. And that really helped me know confidently that it was time to step away from my first business. My first business is a healthcare business. It's in an industry that is going through rapid changes as far as the state of Pennsylvania allowing the program to be managed by insurance companies, other healthcare companies, so to speak, and that has caused that has locked us out of some of the network. About 66% of the network doesn't utilize service coordination services like we provide, but there's still that one managed care organization, that 33% of the entire network that we can still provide our services in. So even though the pie has shrank, I came to grips with the fact that there is still a pie. Even though the game has changed, there is still a game. So my job as the business owner is to figure out what's the best way to navigate this game, what's the best way to get our piece of the pie, especially because there's been a lot of providers who haven't met the requirements for being able to stay in the network, and so they've dropped off. So I've really focused on what my next venture, after finding out what I needed to do in order to operate my business smoothly as an owner. I will be working, running business ads, running job ads to try to find a qualified person to do the service coordination piece of my business, therefore replacing me and getting a piece of my income. But that will make this business more or less passive for me, and I can focus in full time on my government contracting business. I didn't want to stay too long on this video. It's my first video back. I just wanted to do something quality just to make sure that we got something put out and let you guys know that not only am I back in Pittsburgh, but I'm back on YouTube, back dropping knowledge for you guys. And I'm really going to try to find balance in making sure that I'm doing the things that I do to support me and still growing and educating my network and my platform. There are a lot of different things that have happened with me, so look forward to upcoming videos so I can share those changes and share some of the new things and new strategies and philosophies that I practice in my everyday life. Once again, this is Brandon Rice returning for Mr. Rice Speaks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless.